Hello students, let's begin our today's session. Poem Vocation. Vocation is a poem by Nobel Prize winner Ravindranath Tagore. Before moving towards the introduction of the poem, let's see what a vocation means. It means an occupation for which a person is suited, trained or qualified. Here there are pictures of different children who are doing different vocations. Now, let's see the introduction of our poem. The poem describes the innocent wish of a young boy who yearns for freedom from the rule of daily life. Vocation. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my days in the road, crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." In this poem, the young boy is a speaker. At 10 o'clock every day in the morning, the gong strikes. Here the gong is a golden plate, what you can see. The boy walks to school. He meets an hawker who cries, "Bangle, crystal bangles." The boy feels that the hawker is in no hurry. He doesn't have a fixed road to follow, no particular place to go, and no limitations of time. He can go back home when he wish. So, looking at that hawker, the boy wishes that he must also be a hawker. Next. When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from school, I can see through the gate that how's the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with his dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. In the stanza, when the boy comes from school at 4 in the afternoon, he sees the gardener digging the ground in the nearby house. The boy feels that the gardener does what he wants with his spade. No one scolds him if he gets his clothes soiled or if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet in the rain. So, looking at the gardener, the boy wishes to be a gardener, digging away in the garden with no one to stop him. Next, just as it gets dark in the evening, my mother sends me to bed. I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side. He never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman, walking the streets all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. In this stanza, again, the speaker is saying that in the evening, just as it gets dark, the boy's mother sends him to bed. Through the open window, the boy sees the watchman walking up and down in the dark and lonely street. The street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern as he walks, his shadow beside him. The boy thinks that that the watchman never goes to bed in his life. Looking at that, he wishes that he would be a watchman who would walk freely at night, chasing away all the shadows with his lamp with the light of his lantern. So from this poem, what we get the central idea of this poem is that the boy wishes for a complete freedom and a carefree life. Hope you understood. Thank you.